I think our team is playing well, just on both sides of the ball. I think we're getting some great contributions from our bigs and our guards. We're just, playing a lot more efficiently than we have on an offensive end, and hopefully we can keep it going.
Okay, your first question comes from Gene Henley from Chattanooga.
Hey, Coach. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and you?
I'm doing just fine. Coach, you played under Coach Jim Foster, I think with the USA Olympic team, and he's nearing the 800 win mark. Just describe just the opportunity to play with him, just the type of coach that he was.
Coach Foster is one that's got a great basketball mind. Of course, he's from Philly, so he's just a great coach. If you look at what he's done and his winning percentage, you can just tell he's just a winner. He finds ways to put his team on the floor and gives them a great chance of winning every night out. And that's what you want as a coach, as a player playing for someone like him. He's going to give you a shot at winning each and every time you step on the floor, and that's what you would want from a coach. But as he nears 800 wins, I'm really not surprised. I think I don't know who's the quickest to get to 800, but he's got a pretty good winning percentage, and I hope to one day follow in his footsteps.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, next question comes from Michelle Vopel. Michelle?
Yeah. Hello? Hello?
Can you hear us?
Hello?
Michelle?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, Dawn. How are you?
Hey, Michelle.
Wanted to talk to you about two things. First, we heard obviously the news about Nikki, and I saw some of your statements about her. I wonder if you could sort of talk about how that was, because this is not just a coworker, but somebody you go back so far. You guys have played on national teams together and everything, and I know you obviously probably have had other experiences in your life with people dealing with breast cancer. What was it? What have you guys, just shared with her having to deal with that diagnosis?
Well, Nikki's, and I will say this, Nikki is a trooper. I mean, she's handling this so well that, we can only deal with it, in a positive way because of how she's dealing with it. But when she first told me, of course I was shocked. But we, leading up to her actually getting it checked out, she asked me to check it out and she said she felt the lump. So I checked it out. And usually I'm pretty, I say, Nick, it's nothing, don't even worry about it. But when I felt the lump, I'm like, Nick, you got to get this checked out. And once she got it checked out within a day, and within 2 days of getting the results, and she kind of knew it was abnormal. But when she got it, of course, she was in shock, and she did come to tears. But she got it to a place where she's okay. She's dealing with it. It's here. It's something that she's dealt with her mother. So it's familiar territory for her in that sense. But unfamiliar in that it's happened to her and it's more personal. But she's been great. I mean, it's been incredible to be by her side and see her go through this and how she's handling it. And I tell our players all the time, they are surrounded by such strong women, to be able to go through this. And they didn't even know for probably more than a month. We didn't share with them for more than a month. And, it goes to show how Nikki she comes to work and she does what she needs to do and she's staying focused with the task at hand, even though she's going through this. But she's been handling it superbly. And I've seen another side of Nikki with this. And, I'm glad she's here. I'm glad she's able to do it with so many supportive people in her life because she's family. She's family to me for sure.
And if I could just ask you, with Coates, you talked about you've been pretty happy with the play of your big so far, and she's, just a kid, just getting started in college basketball. But can you talk about her progress so far, and what are the things you're hoping to see from her, maturity-wise, and getting better even the rest of her freshman year?
Well, Coach, she's she's a big body. She's agile, and if she really hasn't even touched on the surface. I see her every day, and I work with her every single day, and I am amazed by what she's been able to do thus far. But she has so much upside, even with what she already has. It's incredible. But what we want to see her mature and grow in is to become, and she's becoming that, a better practice player, just understanding the intensity that she needs to bring every single day, because once she brings that, it becomes a part of who she is, and it will transfer into games, and she can always get. She's doing, it was a 3-game period in which she wasn't playing well, and she hit that little, the freshman inconsistent bump, and it didn't feel good. So we talked. We went back to the drawing board and talked about how she's performing in practice. So practices are where you work on your game and you become the player that you want to become. And as you can see, she's practicing a lot better because she's getting the results that she wants and that we need for us to be successful.
Thank you. Very appreciate it.
Thanks, Michelle.
Okay, your next question comes from Blake Topmeyer from the Columbia Daily Tribune.
Coach, I know we're still obviously early in league play, but with Kentucky and Tennessee sitting with a couple losses, your squad 4-0 in the league, you starting to feel like the favorites at all, or not necessarily?
Not even close. Mm-hmm. Not even close. This league is unforgiving, and we're just taking it one game at a time. We know what's ahead of us. Just the game tomorrow night against Texas A&M. It's going to be tough. So we can't look into the future. We can't even look 2 games down the line in this league because, it can flip in a matter of a game or 2. So, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing, control what we can control, and that's preparing for Texas A&M.